Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. Much love to you all. Thank you so much for clicking play. Hopefully, you click that like button as well. I really appreciate y'all pulling up, man. All right, so a whole lot have been going on around the internets. The internet has been set ablaze because of Caitlyn Clark and from her receiving Time Athlete of the Year, and it's and she denounced her whiteness so that she can appease the black people out there. I'm going to give y'all my 2 pennies in a minute, but first I'm gonna let y'all listen to what Megyn Kelly got to say. It's really short. Megyn Kelly cooked her. And there's a reason why nobody's bullying her. And then we're going to have a small panel of CNN where they're talking about it. And thank God Scott Jennings was on that panel because he washed everybody. I got a lot to say about this. It might not be what you want to hear, but I think it will be. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Much love to you all. Hopefully you're blessed and doing your daggone thing. Let's get it.
Totally insincere. And here's how you know it's totally insincere. Because if Caitlyn Clark really felt uncomfortable in the spotlight as the newbie who's white, because white people didn't build the league, she wouldn't have said yes to being Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year. So either walk the walk or don't. But what you're doing here is trying to have it both ways. You're too cute by half, and you've managed to piss off your fan base. Go ahead and look at my Twitter feed and the comments under my tweet on this. She's lost thousands of fans, maybe more, as a result of this. And you will never appease the race bullies in the WNBA, ever, because you're too popular, you're too talented, and too white. Totally insincere. And here's how.
Now, I have so much to say, but I'm not going to say. You know what? I'm going to say what I got to say. I'm going to say what I got to say. And y'all can tell me if you like what I say or not. All right? All right. Because I don't bite my tongue, and I'm not about to today. Shout out to all my blues, my moderators, man. Love y'all. Y'all are so dope. Thank you for always pulling up. Also, speedy recovery to Nancy Pelosi breaking her daggone hip out in another country. I'm not laughing. That was just I laughed. That wasn't a nervous twitch. Okay. Caitlyn Clark. Hopefully this gets in front of you. You are way too effing good at what you do to be apologizing for any effing thing. I'm going to say that one more time. Caitlyn Clark, you are way too good at playing basketball to be apologizing or trying to appease or be accepted by somebody, a certain group of individuals. You are not that person. You let your game talk for you. And that's how it's supposed to be. This is why people don't like athletes getting into politics. It's pointless. Shut the hell up when it comes to trying to, I got to play around all these great black players that were here before me. And I just want them to know, I want them to know that I don't mean any harm by being so good. Yes, you do mean some harm. You the one that put all of them hours in the gym. You the one that put up all them shots. You the one that made sure that you studied the game so much that your basketball IQ way surpassed so many other players. You are the reason why WNBA got some juice now. You hear me? It's a failing business. So for you to just shout out all of these great black women who have come before you, they ain't do anything for the business of WNBA because they have been losing the NBA money for the longest. And as soon as you step foot in the building because of your gifts, because of your talents, now things start to shift. And you start hearing all these people talking about, oh, she's only getting the love she's getting because she's white. And you start to see all of these black players treat you horribly in the league because you're white, whooping your ass. And what do? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you knocked me down. Oh, I'm sorry you hit me so hard. You sound like a damn punk. So you deserve to lose any fans who looked up to you for your strength. People who looked up to you because they thought that you was a straight up dog, which I do. I still think that you're a dog on the floor. But this right here, nope, 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 nope. So this is a small piece. Megyn Kelly is 1000% right. She had a right to cook you. And this is a small piece of what she actually said while she was inside of her interview with Time. And you can see that she's being set up for what to say. You know what I mean? That's usually when they want you to say something, they kind of tell you what they want you to say in their question. Well, this is what happened. But I'm going to explain to y'all why I believe she did it. And as you see from my X page, it says Caitlyn Clark is a phenomenal basketball player. Many of her counterparts and predecessors are Black women. Okay. Caitlyn is a white woman with Black coworkers she'd like to remain friends with. And taking all the glory will not do that. So she kowtows. That's not a reason for her to do it, but that's why she's doing it. She's doing it because she's stuck in that liberal land that there's all she hears black empowerment, white privilege, white privilege. So she got to say, oh, it's because of my white privilege that I get this. No, it's got daggone not. When you put up that shot and you got that follow through, that shot didn't go through because of your damn white privilege. Dumbass. You sound stupid as hell when you say that. So check this out right here.
Yeah, you know, your announcement for Athlete of the Year, like tremendous, incredible positive feedback. That's what we've seen across the board. There's always going to be some negativity. And I feel like you have had to answer more questions than anybody about the intersectionality of race and gender and sexuality in sport because of just who you are and you represent the growth of this thing. And even today, earlier today, Megyn Kelly, she was saying that you were apologizing for your white privilege and the fact that you wanted to uplift Black female athletes and make sure that they were getting the shine, kind of like your pioneers were getting the shine that they deserved. And I just want to know how you feel or how you respond to some of those criticisms when you have to deal with something that it's really not your problem. Like, I feel like it's them looking in a mirror a little bit, but it still comes down on your shoulders.
Well, no. Slow down a little bit. You need to say it all. Megyn Kelly was saying that she was being disingenuous. She was being fake because if she really thought that she didn't deserve it because she wasn't Black, she wouldn't have accepted the award from Time magazine. That's what she said. I just now watched it. We all just now watched it. She was being fake. Don't fake like, oh, but the Black people deserve it first. I know I made the most points in the shortest amount of time. I know I sold the most jerseys. I know I have the most fans already. But those Black people that was here before me, they deserve it. That right there is what Megyn Kelly was saying. All right. So let's make sure you get it right before you set her up for the question. See what I'm saying? They real sneaky. They real sneaky with the questions.
Mirror a little bit, but it still comes down on your shoulders.
I feel like I always have had really good perspective on everything that's kind of happened in my life, whether that's been good, whether that's been bad. And then obviously coming to the WNBA, like I've said, I feel like I've earned every single thing that's happened to me over the course of my career. But also, I grew up a fan of this league from a very young age. Like, my favorite player was Maya Moore. Like, I know what this league was about. And like I said, like, it's only been around 25 plus years. So I know there's been so many amazing Black women that have been in this league, and continuing to uplift them, I think, is very important. And that's something I'm very aware of. And like I said, like, I try to just be real and authentic and, you know, share my truth. And I think that's very easy for me. Like, I'm very comfortable in my own skin. And that's kind of been how it is my entire life.
Yes.
All right. So that's share my truth BS. I don't like that, for one. And is a whole bunch of great Black women that helped build the WNBA. What about the white women? What about the other races of women who played? And I don't care to take up for them, but come on, when you shout out one group of individuals, you completely disregard all other races, even your own. Why not be a proud white woman? How about that? You are so busy trying to make sure that everybody else are proud black women, but you're not going to be a proud white woman. What's that about? Let me tell you something. If I was a white guy, I would be a proud white guy. I'm white and I'm proud. Say it loud. I'm white. I'd be walking up with my daggone fist up in the air. I'm white and I'm proud. That don't mean I'm racist. I mean, if the black people do it, black people be like, yeah, unapologetically black everything. I want black to win everything. Black is beautiful. Black is this. Black is that. Okay, let the black people do that. They don't need your white ass to do that. And I'm dead serious. Black people do not need your white ass to do that. But guess what? They are super excited that you did because they need a mascot. They need a spokesperson. They need somebody to speak up for them. I don't, but they do. They need Caitlyn Clark to humble herself and not look at herself as so great. No, look at yourself as the greatest to ever do it. That's why Muhammad Ali is so beloved and so hated, because he never let up from the fact that I'm the greatest, I'm the best, I'm the fastest, I'm the prettiest. That's what you got to have, that type of about you. And you already do. When you hit the floor and you crawl somebody up and you run somebody up against a screen, and you take them to the left side of the court, which is your best side of the court. The left side of the court is her best side of the court. When she runs somebody into a screen and she goes to the left side and she's beyond that arc, man, she shoot that thing, count it done. You don't do that apologizing to the black women. No, you do that shooting in the black woman's face. Cut that mess out. It's sports. Ain't no, in sports, it ain't no color, bro. I'm sorry. It really ain't. It's nothing to do with color. All right? It's all about what you earn through blood, sweat, and tears. Start being a damn athlete and not a sucker ass player that just want to appease my new friends. If I don't shout out the black women, they're going to feel bad about me. They're not going to love me anymore. They're still going to bump me and elbow me when I walk past them. They should. And they shouldn't stop simply because you gave them a shout out. They still hating on you. You do know that, right? They still hating on you because you won. You won this award. They're hating. You're the reason why all of these new fans are coming to the WNBA. They are still hating on you. You ain't changed nothing with that announcement. But you do got Joy Reid happy. You got everybody on the left happy. Abby Smith, which we're about to show you the whole CNN panel, they are excited because they look at it like this. Oh. So the white people, they were fans of Caitlyn Clark at first, but now that she is talking about black empowerment, they are really showing their hatred to black women. Maybe that's why they never voted for that black woman that just now ran for president. So stupid. It's dumb as hell. It's so dumb. I mean, I might not know a whole lot, but one thing that I try to do is take common sense with me everywhere. All right. That's what I try to do. All right. So, Caitlyn, stop kissing everybody's ass and play the game. Do that. Because now, here's what's going to happen. When she starts to try to appease everybody, her game is going to change. She's going to want to be too nice. That dog is going to leave her. The best years of Caitlyn is behind her until she get that dog back. The next season of WNBA is going to be trash for Caitlyn Clark. I mean, this is going to be trash. I'm calling it right now because this is what happens. As soon as you try to be all politically correct and appease all your friends. Oh, y'all are my friends, all of my black friends, my black beautiful queen friends. You're so beautifully black, black, beautiful, beautiful black. What about your white friends? What about them? Some white people, some white girls help build the daggone league too. That's all I'm saying. All right, now let's check out this conversation that they had. Shout out to Whoopi. Whoopi, she went in on RFK Jr. because he's trying to get people to be more healthy. And she saying, "Oh, you're trying to say things bad about fat people." Just calm your ass down. All right, anyway. All right, so shout out to everybody that's here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. And if you're feeling extra generous, make sure you share this video. All right, so here is the conversation right here. I'm not going to interrupt it. Of Scott Jennings bullying the CNN panel for trying to act as if white America is being unfair toward Caitlyn Clark simply for being a simp, so she can appease and be accepted by Black America. I don't even know, why do y'all want to be accepted by Black America so much? That's what I want to know. Oh, then let's watch this first, and then we're going to get into it. Let's get it.
Why is she being bullied?
Why is that wrong?
Why is she being bullied for acknowledging something that's smart, truth, and factual?
Well, a couple things. Number one, whether you're an athlete or anyone else, if I hear you use the phrase "my truth," I immediately then discount everything else you say, because there isn't.
Scott, bruh, I wish I could shake your hand right now, man. I wish I could. Scott, bruh, you gonna leave me hanging? Okay, I dap myself up. I wish I could, bruh. I wish I can shake your hand right now. Let's play that one part over again, because why is she being bullied for what's factual and actual? Black women did make all the points before she came. Now what y'all doing? Black woman was making all the points and getting the player of the year and was getting MVP before she came. Now what you doing? Step your black ass up so you can continue to do that. This white girl is in the building, and it ain't her white privilege that's making those buckets. But she played at the best schools, and she probably had the prettiest, best, whitest basketball court in her backyard, and she can shoot all day with no gun violence. And she can go outside skipping with her ponytail and just shoot all day and not have to worry about gun violence because she's white. Shut y'all ass up, man. Okay, let me. I'm sorry. Let's get into it.
Truth and factual.
Well, a couple things. Number one, whether you're an athlete or anyone else, if I hear you use the phrase "my truth," I immediately then discount everything else you say, because there isn't my truth or your truth. There's just the truth. And when you start using phrases like that, it tells me that
That's not true.
Your brain has been captured by something that I don't really respect.
That's not true.
Number two.
That's not true.
Number two, the attention the league got this year was amazing, and it was all because of her. She is an amazing player. The arenas were full when she played in them. The TV ratings were up when she was on television. That's undeniable. But the league still lost like $40 million this year. And it's never made money. And to me, when you're talking about having respecting people who built something, what did they build? A league that loses money every year? She has the capacity.
What do you mean? What did they build? What do you mean? What did they build?
What kind of a business did they build?
The reason why it's still up and still running, whether it's losing money or not, is because of these black women who are in this. And so, no, Scott, stop it. You stop it now.
It's not. I was in Dickie's arena.
Who pays for it?
I was in Dickie's arena. Let me just tell you.
It says more about the people who are getting offended by it than her.
I think they're just disappointed that she appears to have been captured by the woke mob.
You don't like the word.
And here's the disappointment.
It's the white privilege. Let him articulate this, because I want to learn something.
I feel a little bad for her, because she's going to learn that it will never be enough. No matter how much of the phrasing, no matter how much of the groveling you do, it will never be enough for the people in that league that hate her guts.
Why do you assume
they hate her guts?
Why do you assume that she is trying to pander? Isn't it also,
because I hear the language? It's the language of the pander. I hear the phrase white.
Abby, she is trying to pander. If she's only pointing out one group of individuals, that's called pandering. If she's trying to only uplift one group of individuals who were here before me, they laid the bricks, they laid the floors of the WNBA, and I want to show honor to the black women that came before me. Who gives a? I want to curse so bad. Who cares? This is basketball. This is sports. There's no place for it. There's absolutely no place for it. It's sports. Really. And Scott Jennings is 1000% correct when he says, you're going to find out that none of this stuff is going to help you, because guess what? They're still going to cry that they're black and they're not getting the same opportunities as you. That's what they're going to do. Still going to cry about it. If they want to be as great with you, they will step their black asses up. Period. They will step up their game. And here's another thing. Here's another fun fact. You don't get into the WNBA for simply being black. You don't get into the WNBA for being white, Spanish, Asian, or any other ethnicity. You don't get into any sporting league for simply being a certain race. You don't. So to simply point out one group and lift them up, that is in and of itself kowtowing. That's what it is. She is trying to appease this group of individuals for what? They're not signing her checks. They're not even her supervisors. They're not her boss. They're not her coaches. But for some strange reason, that group of individuals, they need me to say something nice about them. Because come February, I want my name to be in the books of an ally to the black community. You sound dumb as hell. It's sports. It's sports. That's what it is. You got to earn. This is merit-based. Ain't no DEI in sports. When these scouts come out to your school, they be like, man, we gotta look at at least 3 black people while we're here. So which black people are we gonna look at? And then we gotta look at least, we can look at the other races, but we gotta make sure we look at least 3 black people while we're out here. Nope, it don't work that way. They're looking for whoever is good enough to make the league money. Facts. And guess what? WNBA has not been making money. And now that Caitlyn Clark is in this bad boy, they are finally starting to, make themselves look valuable. They starting to really bring fans in the building. They got somebody that's making everyone purchase their jerseys. They got somebody that will pay to come through them turnstiles to see them. They want to hold somebody up as, that's my greatest player. That's my favorite player. That's my hero. That's what they want. They're looking for their woman version of a Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, LeBron James, all of these people who do the same thing on the NBA side. They're looking for a woman version to do that. And they're finally finding that. And what she do when she gets a platform? Oh, every white person that gets a platform, make sure that you shout out the black people that came before you, because they built it. They was the slaves that was building the basketballs, and they was the slaves that was shooting the basketballs. I don't understand. I really need y'all to get this. White people, when y'all do that, you sound racist as hell to me. You sound racist. For you to take time out of wait. Before I finish my speech, I gotta say something nice about the blacks. Oh yeah, because if it wasn't for the blacks, we wouldn't be here today playing basketball, because they can play some basketball. Do that sound that sounds racist to you? Do that sound racist? Just tell me that. Listen. Next time you eat a piece of chicken, before you eat that piece of chicken, right after you thank God, make sure you thank the blacks, because they love some chicken. If it wasn't for the blacks, there wouldn't be no KFC. What's next? I mean, I'm just saying, think about it. It's racist, bro. It's racist, man. You kissing ass so that you can be accepted. And honestly, I'm telling you what I wouldn't even I wouldn't teach my own children this. So when I talk to Caitlyn Clark or anybody else who have these type of ways of thinking, this is how I think, bro. I'm sorry, this is how I am. I'm real flat across the board. This is how I am. Okay, let's finish playing this right here.
They hate her guts.
Why do you assume that she is trying to pander? Isn't it
Because
also
I hear the language. It's the language of the pander. I hear the phrase white privilege. Sports is the one place where nobody on the field has any privilege at all. She doesn't get extra points when she shoots because she's white. She gets the same number of points as anybody else. Sports is the great equalizer. And it just felt like to a lot of people that she was groveling for no reason.
Hold on. Look at this lady's face right here when he's talking. Look at this lady's face. I want y'all to really look at this lady's face when he's talking. When he makes sense and she don't have anything to say, her face says it all. I'm not hearing you. I'm not listening. You're making too much sense. I'm going to wait until you be quiet so I can yell about something that I'm passionate about. I'm going to talk about my truth and my heart and the beauty of the black people. If it weren't for us, if it weren't for us, if it weren't for black people, it got to be for black people. Black people, black people, black people. Black people, black people, black people. I get tired of this sugar honey iced tea. I promise you. Okay, look at her face, guys. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Sports is the one place where nobody on the field has any privilege at all. She doesn't get extra points when she shoots because she's white. She gets the same number of points as anybody else. Sports is the great equalizer.
Oh, look at her face.
It just felt like to a lot of people that she was groveling for no reason because she is an amazing player who deserves all the accolades she's getting right now for doing what she's doing for women's basketball.
All right, we
1000%. There is no comeback that can give that man for saying that right there. As a matter of fact, if you watch basketball or if you believe, because okay, I saw something from what's the guy name? He has a YouTube channel. His name is The Amazing Lucas. And he said that white people are showing their racism today. The conservatives, that the MAGAs, the people who support Trump, they were all behind Caitlyn Clark at first. Well, when she entered the league as the white girl and all the black girls were against her and bumping her and pushing her, they were super excited to show that they were hating. Look at them black women and hating on this white girl, and she is so great and she getting all these points. And then when she gets a platform and she speaks up for the black women, now it's the MAGA people, the white people that's on the right, only the white people that's on the right, because apparently y'all are the only ones that won't denounce your white privilege. And they hate that. As soon as Caitlyn Clark gets a platform and she starts to say, but it was the black people that paved the way for me. I wouldn't have got this degree. I wouldn't have wanted to play if it wasn't for the black players. Let me tell you something. As much as I love some Larry Bird, ain't no way in the world I'm going to make it to the NBA and say, if it weren't for Larry Bird, unless this is the only way I will shout out Larry Bird. Now, I will only shout out Larry Bird. I'm not shouting out the white men that built this game. Forget that. I can care less about that. If I was a big Larry Bird fan, I wore Boston Celtics jerseys and I had his number on my wall in my bedroom, and everybody knew that I was a Larry Bird fan. I would shout out that if it weren't for Larry Bird, I would never play basketball. My dad was a Larry Bird fan. My granddad, my brothers, we were all Celtics fans. We rocked with Larry Bird. But we're not going to say the white men paved the way for basketball, which they built it. But I'm not going to take my platform to say, shout out to the white men that built basketball, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be playing today. That's me kissing ass. That's exactly what it is. And you will gain nothing from it. And after you do all of that, they're still going to hate you. They're still going to hate you. They're going to hate you. They're going to hate on you. They're going to conspire against you. And if you're able to be strong inside and stand up to them and still push forward and be as great as you was before, hey, you can shut them up that way, because sports is all about merit. You earn what you get. On a football field, ain't nobody moving out your way and just letting you run. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. You white. Go. You get 10 more yards. You get 10 more free yards because you white. Go. Oh, let him catch that ball. You know he white. Don't tackle that quarterback. He white. It don't work that way. No sport work that way. In boxing, like, oh, you know he get two free punches because he white. So make sure that when he throw them punches, you don't duck and you don't put your guards up. Okay? All right. Because if you do, you're going to lose your contract. So Caitlyn Clark, you was a simp for that. You was a dead ass simp. And that's all I got to say about that, man. What y'all think about it? Huh? What y'all think about it? He said, my dad used to watch Larry Bird when they came to Wichita State. But here's the thing, man. Whenever you shout out a race of individuals for paving the way for any daggone thing and shouting them out because now we can do this because of the blacks, you're wrong. I'm sorry, but you are. That's my 2 pennies. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments below. If you have to hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. By the way, my name is Van. We are all the LFR family. Love y'all, man. Hopefully you had a good time in this live stream. If you haven't, then hopefully I'll bring it next time. All right? And shout out to all of my blues, man. Y'all are absolutely dope. See you on the next live stream. Peace.